Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. ANSELM Ozoje insists that APC has no candidates in the forthcoming election in Edo State. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. A very big thank you to you for your continuous massive support. We truly, really appreciate you. God bless you. Well, APC, one of the APC chieftains is insisting, ANSELM is insisting that in Edo State, APC has no candidate. If you have not given us a thumbs up, this would be a good time to do so. And if this is your first time, please don't forget to subscribe. This was how Adams OSHIOMHOLE was told that you are no longer, you are suspended from APC. And Adams OSHIOMHOLE was like, seriously? Are you drunk or something? How can you tell me, the national chairman, that I am not, that I'm suspended? That was the chairman of his own local government in Edo State. Adams OSHIOMHOLE took it with levity and says it's not serious. It's one of those drunk talk, and before you know it, that word, like a little seed, began to travel, began to go on, and Precisely March 4th, Adams OSHIOMHOLE was suspended by a high court in Abuja as a result of some people who are not happy with his leadership style, but all stemming from being said that he has been suspended. The allegations against him were, if you have been suspended as the national chairman, and even as an APC member from your own very ward, how come you are the national chairman and enjoying all the benefits associated with the office? Anyway, Adams OSHIOMHOLE did not, that little thing he refused to pay attention to, became a full-blown, when you take a little lion and you say, beautiful dog inside your house, you wake up one morning, is very angry, hungry, is the very thing that devours. So that was what happened. Right now, ANSELM Ozoje is insisting that APC has no candidate in Edo election. Put two and two together. Don't forget that there are 18 governors elected under the Alliance for Progressive Congress, which is APC. And out of the 18, we are hearing that 14 are not in support of the candidate of APC, talking about Pastor Sage Ize IYAMU, 14. So that's why the flag off has been suspended indefinitely, because especially the northern governors are not like totally in agreement. So that's why you've not heard that APC have had a flag off. And Apple Line Media, we reported on that. You can go on and check and see for yourself. What are we talking about? Now, another similar issue is being raised in Edo State, saying that APC has no candidates. Let's continue with the news and get all the details. ANSELM Ozoje insists that APC has no candidate for the forthcoming Edo governorship election. The Edo State political waters is becoming really shaken for IZE IYAMU as the Edo State APC chairman. That is the Edo State APC chairman, ANSELM Ozoje, is insisting that APC, whose candidate is IZE IYAMU, is supposed to be governor, has no candidate for the forthcoming Edo 2020 election. For some social media platforms some days ago have published the news of Ozoje saying the APC has no candidate in the Edo election. So we ask Ozoje why he has not made or issue out a press statement to that effect. However, he agreed that he indeed made a statement during a lunch time with some political leaders who had visited him to know the latest development in APC, and he retrieved that the APC has no candidate in the Edo forthcoming election, confirming that it was no longer a news. IZE IYAMU is just deceiving himself, and Adams OSHIOMHOLE is not telling him the truth. As strange as this sounds, Ozoje went on to explain how this came to be the current situation of the press and why he is insisting that the governorship primaries of the APC was not done decently and in order. As a result, he said there were discrepancies between who was the right chairman of APC as at the time of the primaries and who were disqualified and all that. That according according to APC constitution, the person that was supposed to sign the primaries was not authenticated at the time. For Adams Oshomole was suspended already by the appeal court, and the person of Hilad Ekte as well as Victor were competing with him themselves, who was the national chairman. It was at this scenario and this period that Pastor Sage Ize IYAMU came out to say he won the governorship primaries. If you look at the APC constitution, things have not been followed properly, and as such, we have factions even in APC. Adams Oshomole knows exactly what is going on and should set the matter straight. If for nothing, he was the national chairman and should be abreast with the APC constitution. But because he has insisted that he wants to deal with Obaseki, he has not put himself together to tell himself the truth. We are going to write to INEC, with the faction of APC that knows what should be done. We are going to write to INEC to say that the primary election in Edo State for APC was not in accordance to our rules, our laws, and as such, there is no candidate because we did not provide one during the time stipulated by INEC. So APC, I can tell you categorically, has no candidate in Edo State. We are also going to see the Yobe State Governor, who is the Critical Committee chairman handling the issues of APC as at this time. That's why we are not taking the issues to court. We want to speak to him and bring out this with relation to our constitution to look at things together. There is nothing wrong if we don't have a candidate. This is not the first time, but for Pastor Ize Ijamu to be parading himself that he is the APC candidate, there is no such thing. APC, we are a reputable party and we should do things decently and in order. That's why I keep referring to the instances that happened during the primary election, as APC has no chairman as at the time. The current acting committee chairman, the governor of Yobe State, came after APC primaries has been concluded, and the president says we learned that Osage Ize IYAMU has emerged, but according to our constitution, he has not emerged because things were not done in the way they should be. When you cut corners, this is what happens. Well, my people, this is an APC person, Aslam Ozoje. So it's not like it's a conspiracy theory. This is not PDP saying that APC did not produce a credible candidate. This is APC saying that they don't have a candidate. You heard his instances and his where he was citing to say that this was how it started, like a taste by moonlight, and like a matter that you don't really give so much consideration. Before you know it, it turns out to become the very bone of contention. Well, he's insisting that APC has no candidate in Edo State. Guys, what do you think? The ball is in your court at the end of the day. What do you think? Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless you. Bye for now.